Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 2,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to what might be the biggest story brewing in the NFL right now. If you haven't been paying attention, you need to buckle up because we're about to dive into one of the most fascinating situations unfolding in professional football, and trust me, this has massive implications for not just the Atlanta Falcons, but for the entire running back position in the modern era. Here's the thing that gets me fired up about this story. For years, Falcons fans have been screaming from the rooftops about Bijan Robinson. I'm talking about legitimate, passionate fans who watched this guy operate in the Atlanta backfield and knew what they were witnessing. They saw something special. They saw a complete player. They saw the future of the franchise. But the national media, the mainstream folks, they were sleeping. They were sleeping, my friend. Well, that all changed in a dramatic fashion, and now we're dealing with a situation that could reshape how the Falcons operate for the next 5 years. Let me break down exactly what happened here. Because this isn't just another feel-good story about a player finally getting his flowers. This is about money, expectations, legacy, and one of the most critical decisions the Atlanta Falcons front office has to make in the coming weeks. The seismic shift that changed everything. CBS Sports just released their annual top 100 NFL players list heading into the 2026 season. Now, top 100 lists get released all the time, right? Everyone has a list. Every analyst has their own rankings. But this particular ranking from CBS Sports sent shockwaves through the sports world because Bijan Robinson didn't just move up a few spots. He didn't climb the ladder gradually. No. This man made a massive leap. Last year, Robinson was sitting at number 39 on the list. Respectable, solid, the kind of ranking that shows up in the mix but doesn't necessarily make headlines. But this year, everything changed. Bijan Robinson is now number 18, top 20. Think about that for just 1 second. Let it sink in. That's a jump of 21 spots, 21 positions. In a league absolutely stacked with elite quarterbacks, dominant pass rushers, star wide receivers, and game-changing defensive players, Bijan Robinson is now officially ranked as one of the 20 best players in all of football. Not just running backs, not just offense. We're talking about the 20 best football players walking the earth right now. To put this in perspective, the quarterback position alone has multiple players fighting for those top spots. You've got generational talents at receiver. You've got edge rushers who can single-handedly win football games. And yet, a running back from the Atlanta Falcons is sitting at number 18. Do you understand how extraordinary that actually is? But wait, there's more to this story. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Bijan Robinson isn't just any highly ranked running back. He's the highest ranked running back on the entire list. Not second, not third. Number 1 at his position. And in an era where everyone has been telling us that the running back position is dying, where the pundits have been screaming that it's a passing league and teams shouldn't build around backs anymore, Bijan Robinson just proved that elite-level talent transcends position politics. For years, we've been fed this narrative. Running backs are replaceable. The position has lost value. Teams shouldn't invest premium draft picks or big money in running backs when they could get a talented player cheaper in a later round. It's been the prevailing wisdom in front offices across the league. We've heard this argument repeated on every sports talk show, in every draft analysis, from every expert who thinks they've figured out modern football. And yet, here we are. The Atlanta Falcons invested a first-round pick in Bijan Robinson back during the draft, and now the entire football world is validating that decision in the most spectacular way possible. Understanding the Robinson phenomenon, so what exactly makes Bijan Robinson deserving of such elite recognition? Let me paint you a picture of what we're dealing with here. Pete Prisco from CBS Sports broke down exactly why Robinson earned such a prestigious ranking. He called him one of the league's best dual-threat running backs, and honestly, there's no argument against that assessment. This guy is not your traditional back who just lines up in the backfield and takes handoffs. Bijan Robinson is an offensive weapon that defenses have to account for in multiple ways. Last season alone, Robinson rushed for 1,478 yards. That put him fourth in the entire NFL in rushing yards. Fourth. That's elite company. That's Hall of Fame territory kind of production. But here's where the story gets absolutely wild. That's only half of what Robinson does. As a receiver, Bijan Robinson had 79 catches. 79. That's almost hitting the 100-catch mark. That's slot receiver numbers. That's tight end numbers. And those 79 receptions resulted in 820 receiving yards. Stop and absorb those numbers for a moment. Nearly 1,500 yards on the ground, 820 through the air. That's over 2,300 total yards of offense created by one player operating out of the backfield. How many running backs in today's NFL can impact a game in that many different ways? Think about it. This guy isn't just pounding the football and hoping for the best. He's creating legitimate mismatches. He's lining up in multiple positions. He's making linebackers look like they're moving in slow motion. He's forcing entire defensive coordinators to completely restructure their game plans just to account for one player on the field.